from Discovering Nicole, my channel. This is my channel where we talk about all things addiction, recovery, and my life. So I know a lot of you guys have been watching my video about my almost relapse, and I just want to take a second and tell all of you guys thank you so much for all your positive feedback and kind words. Like, it really fucking means a lot to me. I get super duper like insecure, and I worry that people are gonna like not like me and not support me, and y'all just totally proved that wrong, and so I wanted to tell y'all thank you so much. Also, you know, when I first started my YouTube channel, I could come on here and I could just sit here and talk to you guys and tell y'all everything, and I had no worries, right? In the last 2 years, I have gained like 200,000 followers across all platforms, and it's gotten to a point where I don't feel like I don't feel safe coming on and sharing with you guys things that happen in real time. And so I just want you guys to know that's why I waited to tell you about my almost relapse, because I don't feel like I can safely come on here and tell you about it happening when it's happening. And the reason for that is because of the people who stalk me and call CPS on me and call the law on me and do all the things that they do with my content and all that. That's why I don't share it right away. I have to wait. And that's because I have a son and I'm trying to protect my son. But I'm never ever trying to keep anything from you guys and be dishonest. I just can't tell you right away because I have to protect my family. Okay? But I will always end up telling you. Okay? Now that we got that all figured out. So the reason why I came on here, and I see all y'all commenting, I love you guys. The reason why I came on here is because somebody sent in a question, and it was a really good question, and I want to read it to y'all, and I want to discuss it. I want to discuss it with you guys, and I want to show you how a year can change somebody's thought process. A year and a couple of incidents in my life happening have changed my perception on things. So let's get into this. Let me find the question, and then I'm going to read it to y'all. So give me a second. Here we go. Ready, guys? Okay. I left a comment on your most recent video about slips versus a relapse. I think this would be a great topic for a video. Everyone has the right to their own opinion about this, but I'd like to know your personal thoughts on it. So what are my personal thoughts on a slip versus a relapse? So first of all, what is a slip? A slip is a one-time use, not a 3-time use, not a 4-time use, not a week-long use. One time. That's a slip. Okay? What is a relapse? A relapse is anything over that continually, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a week, whatever. That's a relapse. A relapse is when you continue doing it. A slip is when you do it and you stop. Okay? Now, this person wants to know if I believe if a person has a slip, do I believe that they need to start their sobriety date over again? So what I'm going to do before I share with you guys my point of view is I want to know what y'all think. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Do you think if a person who has been sober, let's use me as an example. Let's say I've been sober for 7 years and I go out and I use methamphetamine one time. Do you think that I need to come on my channel and tell you guys and start my sobriety date over again? Or do you think that I just continue going the way I was going and, keep it moving? All right. And nobody's there's no right or wrong answer. Okay. This is like an opinion-based question, right? So whatever you write in the comment section, like nobody's going to judge you for that. Like that's your own personal opinion. And I just want to see where all y'all's heads are at. Okay. So if I went out and I used meth one time, should I come back and start my sobriety date over? I'm going to give you a little bit to think about that. Okay. So, and while I discuss relapsing, so one thing about me is that like I am a motherfucking glutton for punishment, right? And so like when I relapse in the past, I will go hard, you know? And I don't think I've ever like picked up and then been able to like pause, you know what I mean? I really don't. Um Polo says starts over hands down. Um Jessica says, I feel after a relapse, but not after one time. Okay. One day at a time. Hey, Zach. Reach out for help. What's the difference? Hey, Brittany. What's up, girl? Um,
Dad,
Yeah.
why did I just think of this? What the only way to kill
y'all keep it up. Keep it up. Not if it was just one time. Okay.
Michael
Okay. And these are all like I said, you guys. These are all great answers. They're all personal answers, right? So. If you had asked me this question last year, okay? If you, in fact, I found a video on my TikTok from last year. If you had asked me this question last year, and I would have said, no, you don't need to start your sobriety date over. I would say, no, you don't need to start your sobriety date over. You haven't lost anything. You've gained experience, right? After going through what I went through a month and a half ago with the almost relapse and the thoughts that I could use methamphetamine in moderation. If I was to go out and pick up meth one time today, I would 100% start my sobriety time over. And you want to know why, you guys? Because of my mind and how powerful it is. Because every time I give my mind permission, my mind takes over. And so I would be giving myself permission to do it again by not holding myself accountable and starting from square one after getting high on methamphetamine one time. Like I'm telling you, if you had asked me this question last year, I would have said no, no, no. And a lot of the reasons why I would have said no last year is because I'm always trying to think about how other people can feel if they're struggling, right? Like what if somebody's using right now and they hear me saying this and they don't come back because they feel shame, right? So do I walk on tippy toes to not hurt people and not let them feel shame, or do I keep it motherfucking 100% real so y'all don't make the same mistakes I did and think that you can use methamphetamine in moderation? Do you know what I'm saying? And so I'm getting to a point where like I want to make sure that the message that I'm putting across is not wishy-washy, and I feel like saying, "Hey, sure, you can use meth one time and not start your days over," right? I feel like by saying that, I'm basically like wishy-washy in the, you know what I'm saying? I'm muddy in the waters, you know? And so there's actually, I don't want to talk about this since we're over on my channel. Um, couldn't we all just slip our way through recovery? I don't know. I think it's a relapse, but I change my mind all the time. Exactly, Brittany. And that's what I'm trying to share with you guys about how easy it is for our minds to start saying, okay, well, I got high this one time and like it really wasn't that bad. Like I got my job done, I went to work, my son's okay. And then like I'm saying, that permission statement in our minds that sets the tone for our addicted minds, right? Our minds, I was addicted to drugs for 15 years, you know? I practiced these behaviors over and over and over and over again in my active addiction. Jessica, I'm going to show you something on why I have been looking at moderation. And you guys will understand when you see what I was looking at. Okay, I'm fixing to pull it up right now. I'm glad you said there's no moderation in addiction, because that's how I feel in my heart of hearts, because I know that I can't moderately use. But there is a program called the Freedom Model, okay? And they are preaching to people about using in moderation, okay? Um, I'm fixing to show y'all right now. I can't hold back. So get your listening ears on, okay?
Whoa, it seems like I've hit a nerve on the Freedom Model TikTok page. I got to tell the truth about the 12-step program, which I spent some time in myself.
Okay, go. Yes, I'll be up in a second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Listen up.
Okay, so you're following the Freedom Model? That's great. But if you haven't started the online program, if you're just listening to podcasts, which is wonderful, a podcast.
Hold on, that's not it. That sounds like a commercial. Hold on.
It's so interesting to me.
Where is it at?
I have some great news for you. Some really great news.
I don't like this. Hold on. I have to find the video that I found. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. This is where it all started.
So I made the decision to drink again over the course of about a year. And I had discussed it with my husband. My kids were becoming teenagers. I had 3 sons. And so this was about 12 years ago. And they were becoming teenagers. And so I had reasons that I decided that it was important for me to drink again. One, because if I'm going to teach people they can moderate, I got to know that it's real. I gotta know that it's possible, personally. I gotta run that experiment with myself, even though all the data showed me that it was possible. And the second thing was I had to show my children that alcohol had no power. Both my husband and I were met in anything. Okay, so my children needed to know. One of the things that harmed me growing up was believing that alcohol had power and that I was weak and broken. And they needed to know that they were okay. And now my children are in their...
Okay.
Mark always does this lesson.
Hold on, I gotta find the other one.
I am certain that there are people from the...
Here's another thought to ponder. Here's an age-old question. Should we be lying to people to save them from themselves? Telling people they have a disease they don't have is a lie, right? And people say, well, it's compassionate to tell them that. Would we do that in a hospital with somebody who's completely healthy and tell them they have cancer, that they're saddled with a progressive chronic illness? I don't think so. I think that would be unethical, and it would end in a
So
lawsuit.
basically, I fell upon this TikTok account, and they were talking about how addiction is not a disease, right? And that you can overcome addiction and use in moderation. And I was literally, when I tell you guys, I was balls deep up in this shit, okay? I was drinking the motherfucking Kool-Aid, okay? Ask my husband. I was literally so fucking I was on it, man. I was literally on it. And so, they say that the loss of control is a myth, that addiction is not a disease, and they actually share studies and stuff, okay? And so I just want you guys to think okay, and I'm completely honest with you guys. I tell y'all everything, right? So I've been sober for 7 years, okay? For about 4 of those years, maybe 3, I have really been struggling with my weight, right? And so right about this time when I came onto this page I was feeling very insecure about my weight, and I was trying to find a solution, something that could help me, right? And so when I found this page, it was the perfect storm of me looking for a solution for my weight, and the solution being stimulants, and them sharing about moderation. Do you see what I'm saying? Are y'all picking up what I'm laying down? It was like a perfect storm. Hold on, I have to move into the other room because my husband wants to go to bed. Crap. It was a perfect storm of all that together, So that is what happened, and that is why it was so easy for me, I think, to kind of co-sign or sign up and believe in that, because I was searching for something to believe, right? I was searching for some help. And you have to think about the vulnerable addicts and alcoholics out there that are also, just like I was, looking for help. Okay? And so that's what happened to me. I was looking for help. I fell upon them, and it seemed like a great thing, like it could help me. Okay. Alrighty then. So I know, right, Zach? I know. Okay. Now, like, for me, like, I have been diagnosed with binge eating disorder. And so there is a medication called Vyvanse that they use to treat binge eating disorder. And I know so many people who have used it and had such amazing results, right? And it is a stimulant, but I was desperate, and I was hoping my doctor would like call me in for pill counts and monitor me so I could at least get a head start and get the weight off. But guess what? I did anyway. I ended up doing it or getting off the weight anyway without even having to do that. I've lost almost 30 pounds. Okay. And I was actually watching videos. You guys might not be able to tell because you see me all the time, and I'm pretty chunky, but I was watching videos from my YouTube channel for like years and years ago, and I can see the progression of when I started getting heavier. 2020, 2021 was when I was getting fat as fuck, and it was because of the goddamn pandemic, man. And I was at home. I was live streaming every day. We were doing the meetings every day. Remember, I was doing the Mara meetings, and we were doing it was great. We were having the best time of our lives, but I was just blowing the fuck up. And then I went on that talk show. Remember, I went on the Tamron Hall talk show to talk about binge eating disorder in 2020. And I basically manifested that shit in my life because I went on that damn talk show. But anyway, it was very convincing about moderation. And this, I'm not just going to show you those videos and say, that's why I was convinced. Let me show you what else I was looking at, okay? And then you'll realize, oh, damn, she was really down the rabbit hole. Okay, so Freedom Model. I had ordered their book. Basically, I ordered their book off Amazon, okay? Here it is right here. I hope you're doing well. I've attached the Freedom Model for Addictions abridged book. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here. Take care. Okay? Okay. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right? I got the book, y'all. Freedom Model for Addictions. Let's go. I'm going to read some of it to you guys, okay? So open your hearts, open your minds. Let's do this. Okay. You can leave addiction behind you forever and find true freedom. Okay? The Freedom Model. The Freedom Model is a way of thinking about the choices you can and will make in your own life. It is an approach about a confused idea called addiction and recovery, and it seeks to clear the air on these constructs. The Freedom Model debunks all the addiction and recovery myths so you can happily choose one of three options: to continue to use heavily, use moderately, whatever that means to you, or to abstain, and to freely choose your options based on facts and confidence, not fiction and fear. Yes, you read that last paragraph right. The Freedom Model does allow for all possible outcomes, as a great many people do successfully moderate their substance use to non-problematic. They do moderate their substance use to non-problematic levels, okay? To not include this factual information would be to do our readers a disservice, okay? It would be an attempt by us to withhold information for the sole purpose of trying to make up your mind for you. This is exactly what treatment and the recovery culture does. And it doesn't work and causes a great many more problems for substance users as well, as you will learn in this book. With that being said, we want to make the following point absolutely crystal clear. Once you are a believer in addiction and recovery, you should never attempt to moderate substance use. That, of course, makes sense considering your adherence to the belief in powerlessness. So basically, what they're saying is if you still believe that you're a drug addict, then you don't need to try and moderate. So, what you have to do is you have to deprogram yourself and get away from the idea that you're a drug addict, right? And that sounded very like appealing to me because you guys know how I feel about calling myself an addict. I feel like it's demeaning and negative, and I don't want to be known as Nicole the addict. I want to be known as Nicole the person in long-term recovery, okay? And so that was like really attractive to me when I was hearing him talk about that. All right? All right. If you believe there is a class of people called addicts that cannot stop taking drugs and or alcohol once they start, then any level of use is a bad and potentially fatal idea for you. As a believer, any attempt to adjust your substance use will surely fail because you do not truly believe in your power to choose. Okay? Choice is absolute. Either you have it or you don't. If you believe drugs can enslave you, then abstain. If you believe in the loss of control, abstain. If you believe in lifelong recovery, abstain. If you believe in addiction, abstain. Of course, even with a sound rejection of addiction and recovery, you might still determine that abstinence is best for you. Many do because they find they are happier abstaining. What substance use option you choose for yourself is completely and totally your choice. But either way, we recommend that you proceed with your eyes open to the costs of active use and factor that into your decisions. This is vital. Here's the truth. Drugs don't inherently contain addictiveness. People have free will and can choose for themselves. The fact is, over 90% of people who have had a serious drug or alcohol problem moderate or quit on their own. This statistic is well known and consistent throughout addiction research, but is rarely admitted or talked about by treatment providers for obvious reasons. Addiction and recovery are made-up constructs that promote our culture's preoccupation with controlling others' behaviors, not with actually helping individuals navigate through their own chosen habits. Just like all those who change their substance use on their own, you are free to choose what's best for you in your life. So I was really listening, and I was like trying to hear what they were saying open-mindedly. And you can imagine me being somebody who was raised in AA and, believes that addiction is a disease. I was questioning everything that I had learned about addiction when I was reading this, okay? And it was making me feel like really uncomfortable. But I didn't reach out to anybody at first. I just kind of like let myself kind of go down the rabbit hole, right? I let myself go down the rabbit hole of reading it, and trying to research more. Well, honey, thank God I called Dr. B because he really helped me. He's like, I said, I need you to explain to me why addiction is considered a disease. Because what do you guys think? Okay. When you hear people say that addiction is a choice, I believe that a person's using is a choice. I don't believe that the brain disorder of addiction is a choice. And I also don't believe that people know that they have that brain disease, that brain disorder. I don't believe that when a person chooses to pick up drugs and alcohol and use, that they inherently know if they're going to be a drug addict or alcoholic, because they don't know if they have a disordered brain. Okay? And so that's what I believe. And they're saying that that's absolutely completely wrong, and that addiction is 100% not a disease. And do you see what I'm saying? And so it was just a whole thing. But bottom line was I was struggling with my weight and feeling insecure. I found something that was leaning into something that I could do to lose weight, right? Use meth in moderation or some kind of stimulant. And that's how I fell down the rabbit hole. I really like this lip gloss. Sorry, y'all. So that would kind of be like people saying that, those of us that have to take mental health medications, that we're addicted to our mental health medications, and that's what I try to share with people also when they tell me that, addiction is a choice. I try to share with them about addiction on a mental health aspect on that level to help them understand better, But back to the subject at hand, relapse versus a slip. So my final answer is I would start my time over. And that's my final and last answer. And I feel really good about that answer. I also feel good about that answer because I know that I am whether I like it or not, whether I know it or not, I have a responsibility to the 17,000 people now that are following me on this YouTube channel, to the 130,000 people that are following me on TikTok, to the 13,000 that are following me on Instagram, to the 50,000 that are following me on Facebook, right? I have a responsibility to those people, man. And if I'm sitting up here and I'm telling people it's okay to use every now and then or one time, I am causing harm. I'm setting my followers up for failure, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So that brings me into the next thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So there's a video on TikTok one of my friends put out, and her family got pepper sprayed at the bar. She's in recovery. And her and her family got in a fight at the bar and got pepper sprayed, and she was really, really drunk and hung over the next day, and she made a video talking about being hung over and pepper sprayed. And a whole bunch of people are like calling her out because she's a recovery content creator and she's drinking and sharing about being openly drunk on her channel, right? Yes, exactly, Jessica. And so like, she doesn't understand why people are giving her a hard time about that. And so I wanted to talk about that. Okay. So let's say I drink. I don't drink, but let's say I decided I was going to. If I decided that I was going to drink alcohol, I would not discuss it on my channels. I wouldn't talk about it on my channel. My content is majority surrounded around recovery. And so to me, to come on my channel hungover the next day is like a slap in the face to the people who are following me for my recovery inspiration, right? And I don't think my friend is kind of realizing that. I don't think she's realizing how she's shoving her drunkenness in their face, coming on there and being like, I'm hungover, we got pepper spray, like, I don't think she realizes how triggering that can be for her alcoholic viewers, people who struggle with alcoholism. So what do you guys think? Okay. Practice what yes. What do you guys think about, and I'm going to bring somebody else up. What do you guys think about the Jessica Kent situation? Jessica she started out smoking marijuana. Everybody accepted her for being on plant medicine. Woohoo! Go Jessica. Then it came out that she was ADHD, and now she's on Adderall. Her drug of choice was methamphetamine. Remember that. Okay. All right. Well, she's prescribed the medication. We're still going to support her. Go Jess, right? Then she comes out and shares with all of us that she is getting drunker than Cooter Brown. And like videotaping herself, doing shots of vodka, And at what point do we not say, hey, no, Jess, like, girl, you need to dial it down. You need to back up, back. Like, pause, okay? Like, This is danger zone, danger zone, danger zone, right? Well, then I was like paying attention because I watched some of her content, and I saw Reese went on her channel last night, and he is sharing about his methamphetamine relapse and that he's struggling to stay sober, you know? And I feel really, really bad for Jessica because I can't even imagine how hard that must be. Oh, I know how hard it is. Why am I acting like I don't know? I know how hard it is. My husband relapsed in 2020. I know how hard it is, right? But I can't imagine, like, damn, dude, like, I'm really wondering, like, there's so many people who are, I think what has happened for me watching people like Jessica, and like, no offense to her, this is just me being straight up with you guys. I was watching her and then a couple of other content creators that were in recovery from TikTok and blah, blah, blah. And what was happening was all these people were kind of like crisscrossing the waters for me. Okay. Like, oh, so we can be sober and take Adderall, drink alcohol, and smoke weed. Okay. We can drink alcohol and get drunk as fuck and get pepper sprayed at the bar. And do you understand what I'm saying, you guys? Like, it was like I was getting a mixed message. And I know you guys are probably like, Nicole, you're a leader. You shouldn't have to be getting a message from anybody, right? I'm a person who, I watch other people's content, right? And so, like I said, with the permission statements that I was getting from the TikTok about moderation, and then I'm seeing Jessica and so doing this, and this, and they are all doing these things with no negative consequences. They're all doing these things unscathed, right? Successfully, having a great life, you know, making good money online. And I'm like, damn, well, I mean, she was a meth head like I was, right? Maybe I can take Adderall and be successful. I'm a diagnosed ADD, right? Maybe will help me. Maybe that will work for me. All right. And that's what I'm trying to help you. That's what I want people to start thinking. That's what happened to me. And I've been sober for 7 years. Okay. So I want you to think about people like yourselves or somebody who has less sobriety than you and being influenced. These are influences. And so that's why I got to be careful, because I have an influence and I don't even realize it sometimes, you know. They think they're being upfront and honest, but it's a little unnerving to watch just being honest, y'all. Oh, Brittany, I understand. And that's why I'm talking about it, because like, I didn't even realize that that my choices were being influenced by watching these other people's content. No, girl, I ain't get no Vyvanse. Shit. I wish. No. If I did, it would have to be like heavily monitored by my doctor. Like, I would have to go in for pill counts and everything. But no, I'm not. My doctor won't give me nothing but Wellbutrin. Okay, I've talked to him. He knows all my diagnoses. He has all my paperwork, and all he wants to do is give me Wellbutrin. So what I have to do if I want to really get my mental health treated is I need to see a female doctor. So, and like, I don't want to get a stimulant. I would take Strattera for my ADD, right? I just want something to help me so I can be a better version of myself, right? I didn't know what was wrong with me for so many years, all right, until I seen the psychiatrist, and he was able to finally tell me, you're not lazy. The reason why you struggle and you sleep later in the day is because of ADHD. Okay, like, all of these things are, I have no idea how much it has helped me to realize that it's not because I'm a lazy person. Most of the things that I do are because of ADHD, because I am trying to complete things that I started 3 days ago over here, procrastinating on other things. It's really, really difficult. And I could be so amazing if I could get this all treated, because I would be on it like a dime. I would have content coming out. That's why when you guys say, hey Nicole, what days do you go live? I can't give you a scheduled time that I'm going to go live, because I can't stick to it. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah, that's what I need to do, is get a lady doctor. So anyway, and like I said, I'm not trying to like demean anyone's recovery. Hey Michaela, I'm not trying to say that like, these people's are not doing good for themselves. Like I said, I don't have nothing bad to say about neither one of them. It really did make me start questioning myself. Like when I saw Jessica, smoking weed and then taking Adderall and then drinking alcohol, because I know how much her and I have in common with our addictions, and because I've watched her content, and a lot of the stuff that she's gone through is the exact same shit that I have gone through with addiction, meth, oxys, all that kind of stuff. And so, I was kind of looking to her and thinking, kind of mirroring my life and saying, well, maybe that will help me, And so that's why I'm telling you guys, like, I'm realizing how careful I have to be and how mindful I have to be, because other people are doing that to me. They're looking at me. You know what I mean? Oh, she's like 1 million followers, Jessica. Like, she's got a huge channel. That's why I don't feel bad talking about it, because she's like a really big YouTuber. You know what I mean? She's not like a person like I'm friends with or anything like that. She's just a really big content creator. Hey, Melissa, what's up? And so she's a huge content creator who built her YouTube channel on the basis of prison and recovery, okay? So she came on the scene talking about her prison experience and her addiction. And so we all knew her as abstinent, abstinent. Which y'all know how I'm a supporter of medical marijuana. Because I do believe people that have anxiety and pain can use medical marijuana, and it's better and healthier for them than to be on medication, pain medication and stuff, And so when I 100% support that, and I 100% support getting your mental health treated also, so I can't, say anything bad about that. I just, when I saw people start drinking and they're drinking a lot, that's when I start being like, ooh, because I know when I start drinking a lot, it makes me kind of lower my inhibitions, But anyways, enough about that. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? I'll stay on here for about 30 more minutes if you guys want me to. If you don't, then I'll go. I'm looking at this freedom. Are you denying that? Oh man, I cannot believe I bought and paid for this whole book. Okay. When did I start YouTube? I'll take you there, girl. Let's go look. I'm pretty sure it's 2017, but I gotta go look. I know a lot of you guys who are like my old school subscribers. I know you guys have seen my channel blowed up this month. We're almost to 17,000. Okay. I am tripping, dude. Tripping. I'm okay, SSRI, Klonopin, and Adderall, and have extreme shame. Why, girl? Why are you ashamed? There's nothing wrong with being, if that medication helps your mental health and you're taking that medication as prescribed, that is okay, okay? Now, old date, okay. Now, I will tell you, though, okay? And this is just me telling you this because I work for a doctor's office and I'm seeing what's going on behind the scenes. I do know that a lot of doctors are starting to pull people off of their benzos. Okay. They don't want to keep people on benzodiazepines lifelong anymore. Um, because they're learning more about the damage that benzodiazepines do to people's brains, right? And so, many people, their doctors are either trying to taper them or just totally taking them off of the medication. Um, so just be careful that and keep an eye out, see how your doctor's being and if he's going to try and do something like that to you, because you want to be prepared. You want to be able to taper, okay? Um, that's probably like when I first started working for Dr. B, most of our clientele was fentanyl addicts. And in the last year and a half, it is totally shifted from, 75% fentanyl addicts to like 89% benzodiazepine, like majority benzodiazepine. Okay, so I first started my YouTube channel. Let's look at my first video. Y'all want to? Okay. Hey. I think you guys will really like this part. So this is on page 62. Selfishness, self-centeredness. That we think is the root of our troubles. Driven by 100 forms of fear, self-delusion, self-seeking, and self-pity, we step on the toes of our fellows and they retaliate. Sometimes they hurt us seemingly without provocation, but we invariably find that at some time in the past, we have made decisions based on self, which later placed us. I'm so proud of myself. So that was 2018. So yeah, these are all my first videos. And it is a lot of, I have like 4,000 videos on my channel, y'all. Okay. Like there's a lot of content on my channel. A lot.
Why doesn't every home in the US have solar panels? The reason is not about
but I used to just post and not really know. Look at that girl. I truly believe in that. Look at that girl. I struggled for a long time when I first came into recovery because I was told that because I was, in a maintenance program, Suboxone program, that I wasn't in recovery. I was told that my recovery wasn't valid. And I fought, you guys, to show people that I really, really want to live a new life and that I'm trying to do the next right thing and that, I'm working a program of recovery. And so I had to prove myself to these people that were kind of like they had more years of sobriety than I did. And they were, at meetings that I went to and stuff. And so I worked really hard to overcome that stigma, and now here I am, able to talk with you guys and share my experience with you guys. And I just want y'all to know, like, I know what it feels like to feel alone and to be sad and to be depressed and to feel like there's no way out and to feel like I can't make it, another day. And so I just want to encourage all of you that if you're struggling today or damn man, that makes me cry. Like and they seem like they're struggling, to just give them some words of encouragement, because it is so, going and saying something nice to somebody or giving them a helping hand goes such a long way. And we don't know what anybody's going through, and we don't know. That's a good video. What they're struggling with. I'm gonna share that video. So if we can just give one. So anyway, sorry about that. Got a little emotional, honey. But that's when I started my channel in 2018, and I have been posting daily ever since. It took me, let's see, how many years did it take me to get to about 1,000? I think it took me around 2020 is when I hit 1,000, about 2 years after I started my channel. And I just started working my ass off. I started working hard to post as much content as I could, and go live every single day to connect with people. Yeah, that's what I did. I worked really hard. You know, I might not be like your typical YouTuber who makes all the thumbnails and records on a special camera, but I have worked really hard making a relationship with the people who follow me. So it's important to me. This one's called Overdosed and Tossed Out Like Trash. What's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are well. Let me see. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna share these and let's why don't y'all talk to me? What y'all got going on? Tell me. And I was listening first. Hold on a second. Overdosed. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now, you guys. Check the notification bell. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up because you know, we're fighting against the old algorithm here on YouTube. And if you give me a thumbs up on this video, it helps my video to show up first in the search engine here on YouTube.
Nicole, get it. Get it, girl.
So if you guys could do that for me, it would be really great. Today's video is going to be a story time. And ooh, those are my favorite. I was inspired to share this story because I was on Reddit. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Reddit has a lot of different subreddits. And there's all kinds of like recovery communities on Reddit too. There's like opiate addiction recovery. There's methamphetamine recovery. I love it. There's so many. I'm not going to bore y'all with that. Subreddits. So I was cruising. There we go. Okay. So is there anything that you guys have been struggling with that y'all want to talk about? And maybe I can help give you some suggestions or some words of encouragement. You put it out there and I will help you out. Okay. I'm fixing to just sit here and go through. Sorry, I'm picking my ear. I have psoriasis in my ear and it's really bothering me. Whatever y'all want to talk about, I'm down for. So needless to say, I don't want to relapse anymore. Needless to say, I got that whole idea out of my mind fast. And I am so freaking grateful that I did, you guys. Because that was just going to lead me nowhere but to fucking hell in a handbasket, honey. Hell in a motherfucking handbasket. Thank you, Jesus, for setting me free and letting me know that I don't need to do that dumb shit. Finding a therapist I mesh with that takes my insurance. Oh, where do you live, girl? One thing about me is, where do you live? If you can let me know where you live, I can probably help you out. Okay? Okay. One thing about me is Sorry, I can't see y'all's comments. North Carolina? Okay, girl, let me see. So the best place I can tell you to look is go on not Recovery Delivered. I'm so sorry. Go on psychiatrytoday.com. Psychiatrytoday.com. Okay. And type in your city, and state. And it will literally show you a list of physicians. Or what you can do is you can call your insurance company and ask them to print you out or email you a list of providers that they cover. So that's what I would do. That's definitely what I would do. And my mental health is in the shitter, but what's new? It's been better, baby. It's been better. My mental health would be good if my doctor would actually treat it, but he only wants to give me Wellbutrin, and I'm on a lot of that already. So I just got to push forward and keep it moving. I can't really do anything if he's not going to help me. Yeah, psychiatrytoday.com is a great website. Absolutely. Dr. B is the one who taught me about that one. It really is, especially like where I live, because I live in the South. Like I didn't really realize how much I needed mental health help, um, because I've always been like actively using drugs, right? Well, since I've been sober, the first couple of years I was sober, I thought I was okay. It was probably like 4 years into my sobriety is where I really started to notice that I was struggling. And, a lot of people, because they don't really know me, they take me the wrong way, right? So a lot of people take me as like unhinged or not stable because I'm very emotional, because I show my emotions. And that's really all it is that I'm an emotional person and I show my emotions, right? I wear my heart on my sleeve. I help people as much as I can. And that should be like a good thing. But people, they want to make it a negative thing and like diagnose me with like horrible mental health disorders because I'm an emotional person. You know what I mean? Also, can we do recommendations? And no offense, the South doesn't do the best job at all. I know, right? I know. South sucks. I was born in New York, Long Island, New York, and I also started writing a book. You guys, I had quack doctors that drugged me up and sent me on my way. Yep. I started typing my book out yesterday, actually. Yeah, Sunday. And I'm really nervous about it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Well, no, I know I'll be able to finish it and everything. I just don't know how good it's going to be, right? So I don't know if you guys watch Trashly Anonymous on TikTok, but she's got like a huge following, right? And on her following, hold on a second, she said she's going to start writing a book, right? So, Tina's Crack House Adventures. They're 10 pounds a piece, Tina. Hey. One thing about me is I don't get my money up. Ah. No, you're okay. You don't have to have etiquette. I like it when you guys bombard me with a bunch of comments. Okay. So, bye, Tina. Thanks for stopping by. Don't let the glass dick kick you in the face. So, I'm going to show you the book that Trashly wrote. Do y'all want to see it? So, she wrote a book, and that's what inspired me to write a book, okay? Because, and I'm not talking shit about her or anything, but the way she wrote her book is like super unprofessional, is what I mean. Like, it's not like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Please, nobody take that in a bad way. What I mean by that is she didn't like get it checked for like grammar problems. It's like not been edited. That's what I mean. She just like got it fucking published, dude, in her own words, like, fucked up grammar and everything. That's what I mean. And so I thought, wow, like if she can do that, then like I could do that. You know what I mean? I'll show you. I'm going to show you what I mean. Hold on just a second. I got to find the book. It's on my Kindle. How do I add people in the chat? Are you like talking about adding them as in like, so they know you're talking to them? You can't, they have to come subscribe. No, Marky, he didn't. He'll have 2 years sober in December. If you go back and watch my video before this marquee, then it's a video about me. It says, so go watch that video because it's all about what happened with me. Dang it. I want to show y'all this book so bad. Anonymous. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to show you this. Free with Kindle. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, I didn't get it free, but I bought it. Okay. Now, let me just read you the back of the book. It says, trigger warning. This autobiography is about a total fucked up person who had lived over 50 adult lives in one lifetime. This book contains graphic details of sexual abuse, molestation, rape, and drug addiction. So if you're easily triggered, don't fucking read it. Or do. I don't care. And she's hilarious. Okay. So let's go here so you guys can hear a little bit of it. Okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm on page 19, so I'm going to read a little bit of it to y'all, okay? I was taken back because I wasn't... Oh, blah, blah, blah. Again, another red flag, another predatory vibe, but I just ignored it all, as he was totally fine with me being a child. But then again, I thought I was with this big bad bitch, a 14-year-old, who was pulling a grown-ass man. Not one time did I ever think this was the beginning of his raping spree of little girls. It was getting late, so I told him to hurry up and drop me back off at Shooter's, since my aunt was going to pick us back up, and as soon as he drove across the street, I seen my aunt's van. All I could think about was, shit, I'm going to be in big trouble, man. I got to get out of this truck, and I got out of his truck and walked up to her van, and she asked me where I was, and I told her I was using the restroom, knowing damn well she knew I was lying, but she didn't even question it. Maybe because it was my birthday. I'm not really sure. Phil and I were talking every single day for about 2 weeks, and back then I didn't have a cell phone, so I was staying. Now let me show you what I mean. So, and I love Ashley, but like I love her, but she has like a lot of really long run-on sentences with a lot of commas, and just it's called It's My Pussy, I'll do what I want to. Just like, you know what I'm talking about, English class writing stuff. So I was reading her book and I saw how it's formatted and how there's errors, grammatical errors, and that's not me talking shit. That's me saying people love this book. People are buying it. She's almost sold 10,000 copies. Okay? People are buying the fuck out of this book. So I was like thinking I couldn't do it, right? That I wouldn't be able to do it. But then when I started reading this, it made me realize, like, no, bitch, you can do it. And so actually what I did, y'all are going to be so proud of me, is I downloaded this thing called Grammarly, right? And Grammarly actually, it actually fixes the mistakes that I make. So I don't have to worry about it. So isn't that cool? So I type as I'm going and it fixes the mistakes as I go. And so it's all perfect. Yes, exactly, Melissa, like a stream of conscious. Yes. So I am really happy about that because I want it to people to be able to read it, and understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's what I was feeling like I wouldn't be able to do it, like I was going to be a failure, but she really inspired me, to show me that I can do it. So one thing about me. My requests Okay, where's my, did I not have it in here? I fucking probably deleted it. Yeah, so I want it to like, I just want to be able, I want to write a book about life. My life growing up as a little girl, how I got into my addiction, why I got into my addiction, what my parents could have done maybe to help me not become addicted or not, take that path. And yeah. So sorry. Okay, anyway, what else y'all got going on? I'm so glad I came on here to chit chat with y'all tonight. I have not sat with y'all for a while and I miss y'all. And that was one of the things that I was trying to kind of convey to people last night on my video is I started my whole social media career with my YouTube channel. And so people on this channel have been with me for, the last 4 or 5 years. And so you guys are special to me. Y'all are my ride or dies, my triple OGs, my original gangsters. And I need to get back to the people who helped me, which is you guys. You guys really, YouTube really helped me get my shit started, And I don't want to forget about that. I don't want to leave my YouTube channel behind. So here I is. Hey Thomas, what's up? Hey whole wheat bread, what's up, baby? Hey LB, what's up? Sorry y'all, I didn't see y'all come in. We've just been talking about lapses versus relapses, and I was sharing with everybody about how, I used to believe that if you had a lapse that you could keep your sobriety date, but I've really changed my beliefs because of just like my recent struggles with thoughts of using, and how easy it is for my mind to kind of like, take control and take steps in the wrong direction, So what are you doing now, Thomas? I want to make sure that I stay focused on the prize, which is sobriety and helping others, and not muddy my sobriety waters, right? All right. Oh, good. You're good now? I love you guys so much. You have no idea. Y'all are my motherfuckers. Brittany, you're leaving. Fine. Bye, girl. Bye. Why are you leaving? I hate that. No, I'm just playing. It's okay, girl. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm so grateful that you came, though. This book I called Unfuck Your Brain. Really, I have to look at that. I'm going to look it up. I'm so thankful to have found you and come across. Oh, you came across one of my reels on Facebook? Is that where it was? Or here on YouTube? And excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm like hawking up a loogie. I would have never posted on Facebook if it wasn't for my boss telling me that I needed to, because I believed that Facebook was just like the worst, and I will tell you this, it has proven to be a little toxic because when I first started posting reels on there, oh my God, Becky, people were ripping me a new asshole, y'all. Oh my God, look at this shit, y'all. This is what my husband and son do. They leave the damn refrigerator door wide open. wide open. I was getting so many hate comments from people on Facebook. It's crazy. And I was like, dude, I can't handle this shit. I'm going to have to ride out. I can't be having this, you know. But you know what got me ready for the most ultimate hate? TikTok. TikTok got me ready and to handle anything. I could handle any kind of hate now because of TikTok. In 2021, TikTok tried to cancel me. And it was a lot of motherfuckers trying to cancel me. Over some bullshit. So, that made me learn, you know? It made me learn a lot. Oh, where's my book that I wanted to get to? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's go back upstairs. I'm still going to read that freedom model book. I'm just not going to get so caught up in it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let it consume me. Whoop. Damn, it's looking cold, dude. Hey, Tanya, what's up, girl? There we go. Come on in. We're just hanging out, chilling. Okay. And I am chit-chatting with y'all and reading y'all's comments here on my screen so I can see them better. Yeah, so when I first started posting Facebook Reels, it scared me a little. But now I'm used to it. Let me see. I'm really, really happy with how everything's going over here on YouTube, though. The bad thing about me is, like this video right now, right? It's going to be over an hour long. It's an hour and 7 minutes, right? Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to watch it. So I need to ask y'all this. When I make these long ass videos, do you guys watch the long ass videos, or do you guys like them when they're 10, 15 minutes? Be honest with me. Be honest with me. And it's okay if you say that the long ones are too long. That's what I want to know. You know, if they're too long, then I want to do something that's more. All right, 1 hour. When I do the 1 hour ones, do you guys just like put them on and let them play in the background, or do you put them on and like listen contently, or do you get bored at certain points? Like, tell me. Oh, wow. I'm down to 12 members. Let me see. What should I do about this? Add an intro video. Create a member-only post. Okay. I gotta post about this too. So you guys like the long ones? Okay. I didn't think y'all would like them. Yeah, I'm trying to offset it with like short and long. You know? Now, the video, let me just show y'all this video. It has literally gone viral for like 2 weeks now. Okay? And it's a video of a girl's dad that was getting fucked up. And it hit like 6 million views. And I could not believe it, dude. Like, it's just, it keeps on going. It just keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going. I'm so sorry. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at yourself. I love you. It's okay. Oh, thank you, Christian. Or that's Carla. Hey, Carla. Nicole, I never ran to YouTube so much. I love you very much. You know I'm here for you. I'm one phone call away. I feel the same way as you when it comes to my weight, especially recently. Damn, y'all. I love y'all so much. I really do. Like, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, you're right, Jessica. You're right. Maybe what I could also start doing, you guys, it read a book or a story. Like, what if we did something? Oh, I know. So what if we like pick out a book, once every couple of months, where I read the book to you guys, and it can be like about addiction, and we can basically read through the whole book together, and it could be like a book on tape, and it'll just like be a playlist where you guys know you can find the book on tape videos, and you look forward to the next chapter. Is that something you would want to do, or is that stupid? I'm trying to think of some other ideas that I want to, that I was thinking about. It keeps rewinding on you guys. Oh no, I'm sorry. That could be something. I also, the Nikki Six, I think that's what he is. Heroin Diaries. I've always wanted to really read that. So like I want the book I write, I want it to be something interesting that keeps people's, attention. So I have to make sure that when I'm writing that I'm not just like, writing bullshit. But it's an hour and 11 minutes, you guys. So I'm going to end this live stream and upload it. And I'm going to go over to my TikTok and go live because I promised them that I would come over and go live too. Okay. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. I really, really mean it. Good night, y'all.